Yep. Let me turn that off. All right. Let's see if we can get some people in here. Mm-hmm. All right. Beautiful, beautiful. Hi, everyone. Hi. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. No notifications. What is going on? What in the world is going on? Do you check and see if you're still subscribed? It is kind of odd. I am hearing over and over again the same kind of thing. People who were subscribed are no longer subscribed. 1 second. And there's no explanation for it. There's just no explanation for it. There's no explanation for this either. I mean, what the hell? Hi, Tina is Liberty Cat. Hello. Uh, yeah, sure, absolutely. I like to play a little piano, while people are coming in. Went to Walmart today. Did not lick any butter. I know people were worried about that. I didn't do it. I didn't lick any butter. But I did get a bunch of Star Wars toys, including these. I don't understand. This is the worst crap I've ever seen in my life. Andrea said, "Why are you buying these?" I'm like, "Because normally what I do when it comes to Star Wars toys is I instinctively only buy the good stuff, the stuff that actually looks like it's quality, and I skip over weirdo stuff like this. But that's not the point. I mean, when I do terrible toy reviews, I should actually be buying the worst stuff imaginable. Uh, the worst. And this is one of the worst things I've ever seen. I got this one. I got Chewbacca. I got Darth Maul. I got Darth Vader. This doesn't look that bad. This Darth Vader doesn't look that bad. Look, you can take off his helmet and he's ugly underneath. He's ugly underneath. There's no way that's Anakin. Look at his underbite. There's no way this was ever Anakin Skywalker. Look at the. It's like, yeah. No way. But this is a pretty good Lego. I picked that up. I also got Boba Fett. This looks terrible. I think I'm gonna build Boba Fett today. No, I couldn't find Jar Jar Binks. I couldn't find it. If I had bought it, if I'd seen it, I would have bought it. Absolutely. This is some of my Star Wars shopping today. Let me show you what else I got. This is crazy right here. Look, it's the cantina. It's the weirdos from the cantina, but they're like little, you know, I don't know. What the fuck are they? What are they? I have no idea. Uh, Recreating a memorable, iconic scene and fan favorite moment from Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. The scenes line with a Z? I don't know. Uh, Line puts a collector's edition plush into a papercraft diorama um, to take you right into the action. I don't feel like this is going to take me right into the action. I don't. Uh, yeah. Um, I could have gotten porgs. I could have gotten this porg or this porg with screaming face action. This looks like a munchie chi. This looks like a munchie chi. It's like, I want to suck you. I want to suck you. So I didn't get those. You know what it is? I see porgs all the time. I'm not interested in them. I don't know if you guys are. I don't know if you're interested in porgs. I haven't bought one single porg. Uh, I don't know. No, we're not going to burn them. I don't think we're going to burn them. By the way, welcome everyone to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. My name is Ethan Van Sciver. I am a comic book artist, 25-year veteran of this ridiculous comic book industry. I am the illustrator of Jordan B. Peterson's 12 Rules for Life. Oh, it's true, I am. And I'm a great big Star Wars fan, even though the Three Stooges appear on every single box, whether or not they're relevant. Really good chef, thanks for $2. Who is hosting the High Council? Is it Jeremy tonight? It's Jeremy tonight. It's not me. So it's going to be on Geeks and Gamers tonight. We're definitely going to rock that out. That's going to be good stuff. Doc S says, EVS, the doctor is in. Love the Merc Hamill live stream, though I had to watch the rerun. Okay, well, that happened early in the morning. I had a realization. I had to go live to share it with you all. Had to. All right, let's take a look at this. Like, why? Why did they make this? And this was new. I'd never seen this before. Am I supposed to keep this? This paper diorama. This is just cheap. Like, this is the kind of cardboard that, like, comes inside every. Oh, look at this. Somebody had to put it together, and it's like FG. They got all the. I don't understand. I'm not sure exactly like what my boundaries are here. Like, am I supposed to just leave it like this and set it up like just leave it like that somewhere? I feel like I'm supposed to clip them out. Look how cute Hammerhead is. Look how cute. Yeah, they do. They look like they're for cats. Why is everything cute? Why do they have to make everything cute? Why? Why does everything like this is look at why does he have to look like this? Why does Walrus Man have to look like this? Look at Greedo. I mean, he was a mean bounty hunter. He was a scumbag. Why? What? I don't get it. I just don't get it. All right, let's clip him out carefully. Yeah. Now that they're out of the box, like you start to realize you're like, I don't know what to do with this. Like where do I put this? Where do I put this? You don't know. Like there's nothing to do with any of these. Yeah, like what? Oh, look at his arms. He's like, wee! This is like Hammerhead as a little child. He's like running through the meadow, capturing butterflies. This is, yeah, where do you put these into the fire? That's dark, but almost true, almost true. Oh, wait. Oh, they have bendies inside them. He's got bendies, not in his arms, just in his legs and in his body. He's got bendies, not in his head, but just in his legs. He's got bendies. Hooray, yippee, that's right, yippee, just like young Anakin. Let's get Greedo out of here. Yeah. The flimsiness of this premise is starting to become clear. Let's see. People Circus says, no sexy dances, please. None. Okay, I'll try not to put on Fabio and make something happen here between these four. I won't do it. I won't do it. It just seems inappropriate today. What's this dude's name? Who is this? This is the dude that came, he came blue, he was blue, and then he was, what is his name? Snaggletooth, thank you. Yeah, Snaggletooth. Oh, look, he's got a little butt flap here in the back that goes down. Yeah, I don't know. I think I will throw, this is literally taped down. There's a piece of Scotch tape here. Like, you wouldn't keep this. Like, even a completist wouldn't keep this. He wouldn't keep this. This is stupid. It was put together by a child. I'm going to recycle it. Don't worry. All right. Ridiculous. Now, what do I do with these? I guess I give them to Ava. Do I want to give Ava these demons? Are these demons? Will she have nightmares? Blow them up? I don't know how I would blow them up. I just don't know. I don't know who these are for. And this is the problem with Disney. Disney isn't sure who their fans are. Disney isn't sure, like, Disney thinks that, like, you guys, people who saw the original Star Wars back in 1970, who are now in their 40s or 50s, here are the characters. Like, what, you're 50 years old. What do you want with these? Put them in the Lego Shay. I actually had somebody say to me, I will trade comic books, Cyberfrog comic books, for a trebuchet today. And I haven't responded to him yet. I haven't actually responded to this offer, but I think I will. All right, here's what else I got. Let's get this out of here. You don't want that. Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker 40th, it's his 40th Star Wars, the Black Series. He's like, what, bitch? What? Yeah, what, bitch? Number 3. He's number 3. Oh, so here's what you can get. You can get Darth Vader. I didn't see him. Obi-Wan Kenobi. I didn't see him. I would have gotten Princess Leia if she looked good. Han Solo. I did get Han Solo. These were only, what is this? Reversible backdrop decor, reversible. These were only $4 at Walmart. Luke Skywalker was a Tatooine farm boy who rose from humble beginnings to become one of the greatest Jedi the galaxy has ever known. That was until Rey showed up. Once Rey showed up, all bets were off. Rey is now the greatest Jedi. Why isn't Luke number 1? I don't know. Darth Vader is number 1. Does that make you feel better? Yeah, these were $4, Stephanie. That's how much they were at Walmart. Okay, so this is a stand. Oh, man. Is that it? Did I clip them out right? What is this down here? Whoa. He's metal. What is this? He is metal and heavy. The only thing that moves, it looks like his head moves and his arms move. He swivels at the waist. His legs do not move. Okay. Melt him down. He's got a nice blaster here. What is this for? Here's another gun, but this gun, they tape these. They use just regular Scotch tape over at Hasbro. This gun has a blast coming out of it. This gun, so you can take this one off, and you can, this one, look at that. Does that look good? Does that look real? I guess there's a swivel here too in the wrist. In his skinny little wrist. What is this? What is this? What is it? I don't understand. Oh, look, you can put, okay. There's a place to put a gun right back here. Well, that's nice. Okay, let's put him down. Keep an eye on him. This is worth $4. Yeah, he dabs. Look at him. He's dabbing. Ew. Yo, these are like individual. I don't know what these are. Oh, you know what these are? These are to make him stand up. Okay. Got this on the back. Oh, this is reversible. So if I want, I can take this off. Like if I don't want this backdrop, if I want like a disco backdrop, can just do this, I guess. Which do you like better? I think I like this side better. Oh, this is such... I mean, no wonder this was $4. A bunch of pegs here, so you put some pegs in his feet, I guess. Yeah, Disco Luke. And then you can... No. Well, I only need one. I only need one peg. Yeah. Place him here. And there you go. What do you think? Is it good? Well, you don't, yeah, you don't like this or no? In the bin? Okay. Well, maybe this one's better. Hold on. Han Solo. By the way, I don't know what it is with Hasbro, but they fail. They constantly fail at getting a likeness for Harrison Ford. What is that? What is that face? That is not, this is number 5. That is not Harrison Ford at all. Why can't they get me a Han Solo that actually looks like Han Solo? Let me ask you a question. Have they ever, I mean, going back to the original Kenner line, have they ever made a Han Solo figure that actually looked like Han Solo? Ever? No, they haven't. They haven't done it. It's not hard. Look, there he is. He's on the box. That's all you need to do. You just need to copy that. You just need to copy... Yeah, you just need to copy that. Mark Walters says that he looks like Rachel Maddow. G Gamester says, my Yoda figure is sacred. I can understand that. I'm not judging. Honer Tim says, why doesn't Hasbro use a 3D laser scanner to get a good likeness? Well, because they do that for the current guys, the guys who are still around. But this, you know, it's like, what is this? You know, Harrison Ford doesn't look like this anymore. Yeah, let's do this here. I like this better. Yeah, that looks nice, right? Nice silver backdrop there. Millennium Falcon shooting out of Chewbacca's head. That, you know, it's it could be better. It could be better. It could be a better presentation. That's okay though. They've got a lot to do. Hasbro is busy making a lot of toys. You can't expect every single one of their quadrillion toys that don't sell to be like winners. You can't. Can't expect them all to be winners, guys. You just have to be grateful for what you have. You just have to be grateful for what you have. Yeah, this doesn't look at all like Han Solo. This does look a little bit like in the face, little bit like a lesbian lunch lady, just a little bit. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. This is it could be the shower. It could be the shower. Yeah. Everybody wants Rose Tico. There isn't enough Rose Tico to go around. I was realizing that today. I started to think to myself, I'm like, you know what? Like, I haven't seen any new Rose Tico product, and I have been looking. Every time there's anything Star Wars and we're grocery shopping, I buy it. Like, I'll buy whatever. Like, if we need, hey, the kids need popsicles. I'm like, okay, we're going to get Star Wars popsicles. And I'm always hoping for Tico, and lately I haven't seen any Tico, and I'm starting to think that they got the message, and they stopped making Tico. The problem is, we've all changed our minds. I had Kylo Ren, and they had Finn, and no Rose Tico. And I was like, well, I'm not buying these then. I'm not buying these at all. Yeah. No. All right, so he poses a little bit. He's like, oh, yes, hooray, on guard. He's a little bit more posable than Luke. A little bit more posable. Let's see, does he do anything else? The legs are stiff. The legs are stuck. The legs are stuck in their place. These are metal. These feel like lead. These are like lead lead figures. Kesa says the kids need popsicles. By need you mean want, and by kids you mean you. Okay, well that's fair. I tried to get an apple pie into the cart today. Andrea was not having it. Andrea was like, you are not bringing an apple pie into this house. And I was like, oh man, are you? And I looked at her like, are you serious? And she was serious. She said, no apple pie for you. And I didn't get an apple pie. I didn't get an apple pie. Oh no, I didn't get anything. I didn't get a 5-pound Hershey bar. I mean, if I couldn't get an apple pie, why would I be able to get a 5-pound Hershey bar? All right, so there we go. How does that look? Does that look good? Slime Marble goes, translation, you are very fat, Ethan. Well, maybe, maybe that's what she meant. 3 large apple pies. Yeah, no apple pie, none. This isn't bad. I mean, this is okay. It's not bad. I mean, it's not good, but it's not bad. Does it look disco? It looks like Staying Alive. He does look a little sleepy. And just look at him close up here. If I bring it closer, does he look better? Does it look better or worse? Look at his face. Yeah, it looks worse. It is focused. Can you guys see it in focus? Yeah, it does look worse. I don't really get it. I don't like the blast coming out of the gun either. Well, I mean, look, it was only $4, right? Hey, Jordan Street, welcome. We're talking about toys today. Good stuff. His face does look like it's melting. Oh God, here comes Winmore again. We had to yell at Winmore earlier. James Gunn, Mike Cernovich, and the Puritan SJWs of the Right by Dave Stewart on YouTube. Search it. Is he an asshole too, Ethan? How would I know? Who's David Stewart? I don't. Why are people bringing this to me like this is an issue? This isn't an issue. This just isn't an issue that we need to constantly go over and over again. Stab it with scissors? I don't know. It's not. It's metal. It's metal. Yeah, it's not gonna break. Just because you stab it with scissors doesn't mean it's gonna break. I'm afraid. Do Chewy? Okay, we'll do Chewy. Yeah, I gotta do these Legos. Don't back over it. Yeah, I won't. Like, I can't back over metal figures. If I back over metal figures, that might pop my tire. Alright, let's go here. The Boba one is actually pretty good. It doesn't look... Look at this! What is this? Elric Hyuga says, Red Rooster hit $100,000 today. That is fantastic. Isn't that great news? Yeah, I was really happy about that. Join the 6-figure club. The SJWs don't like it at all. I spent time talking to some SJW blue-haired girl today, kicking her around and roasting her a little bit, but I mean, they don't like it. They're just like, their whole attitude, they're comforting themselves like, you'll be able to do this 1 or 2 more times, and then people are going to run out of money. It's like, SJWs, don't you understand that people work? People work for a living and money keeps coming in. They don't run out of money. SJWs don't understand anything in the world. They really don't understand the way the world works. They think the world works the way that they do. They go, $30 is an awful lot of money. Most people subsist on $30,000 a year. I'm like, yes, some people do, and those people don't buy the comics. But yeah. James Woods, thanks for $8. Here's double what you paid for that crap. Oh, thank you. You just paid me back for both of them, actually. I appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely in hell. Most people run out of money after they spend $75 per life. That's correct, Drummer 6. After you spend your $75 in your lifetime, you're done. You're done. And then what are you going to do? And SJWs have a better way. They're going to, instead of going the crowdfunding route, they're just going to draw filth and stupid garbage for the companies that hire them, and then those books not sell, and then put retail stores out of business. That's the successful model. That's going to last forever. The putting out crappy material that nobody wants, that puts retail stores out of business, brick and mortar stores, that's going to last forever, and they should feel good about that. But yeah, crowdfunding, no. That's just for now, you know. All right, so did I open the right bag? Are these actually numbered? I don't know. I don't even know. I just opened the bag with the little stuff in it here. I could be wrong. I better open up another bag too. It is work. People like Legos. I don't understand. Yeah, we got to go back on Jeremy's channel tonight for the High Council. It's going to be a big deal. Nick Zona Trash, thanks for $2. Go get that apple pie with some Miracle Whip mayo. Oh, you guys, you're so nice. You're so nice. Oh, this must be it, right? This must be what they're talking about here. Yeah, I did open the wrong bag. I can't get that apple pie. Andrea says no. No apple pie. You know, it's important. It's important that I lose weight. I need to look sexy. Comic book artists need to look sexy. I mean, people have expectations of comic book artists. We are sex symbols, and it's important that we stay that way. It's important that we stay fit, that we stay inspirations to other people. Is that right? I mean, what is that? Yeah, we are. Like, of course. Michael says Andrea is clearly in charge. Well, what do you think? Like, no, I could get an apple pie if I wanted one. If I'd said, no way, I'm getting an apple pie, she would have said, all right. But Andrea is concerned about the apple pie being in the house because she doesn't want to eat the apple pie either. And if the apple pie is in the house, we might eat the apple pie. And she's like, you know what? You would eat the whole apple pie by yourself. And I'm like, well, I've had moments of weakness in my life where I have eaten an entire apple pie with a spoon. I have, much to my shame. Much to my shame, I have eaten an entire apple pie by myself. Viper Chief says, Ethan, don't kill Chewie, you monster. Why would I kill Chewie? I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Warm pie with ice cream. That sounds good. Ethan, what are my tattoos? They are frogs, tribal frogs. I have frogs a lot. Frogs are my animal. Frogs are my totem animal. I've felt that way my whole life. You know, even before, Keck and all that, Pepe nonsense. I've always loved frogs. Always. That's why I created Cyberfrog in the 90s. They've just always been my favorite animal. And I had dreams about, I'll have a dream about a frog, and it usually means good luck. Frogs have always meant good luck to me. And look at Cyberfrog. Look how well Cyberfrog did. That was lucky. That was definitely lucky. Let's see here. Frog pie, ew. Frogs are my jam. Grillock 1025 says, "Be proud of your search history." Well, I am, but I don't. Why would I look for panties? That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why panties show up there. I don't search for panties. Not even for reference. Like, I'm not like, hey, I need to draw a beautiful woman in panties. Like, when do I draw beautiful women in panties? It's like, that's just not my job. And I'm not drawing Cyberfrog in panties. Not a chance. Still want a Wonder Woman Lego set. Didn't they make one? Did they make a Wonder Woman Lego set at all? It seems like there are a lot of DC Comics Lego sets. I bought, did I buy one with Man Bat in it? Yeah. Let's see here. Why? Why do I do this to myself? Why do I have to build a Chewbacca? You know, people who watch me do this go, I would do this much faster. What do you mean? Like, how do you do it faster than this? If you've never built this set before and you're just following the directions, how fast could you go? You have to follow the directions properly. You can't just like throw these things together. You have to make sure you're doing it right. Yeah, faster, more intense. Organize first, says Housebell. Yeah, but how do I organize? Like, just organize into what? You know? All right, so we put this down. That's complete. Just organize them by the type of piece they are. All right, here's my idea. I invite you guys all over. We get some pie and some beer, and we just build Legos. And I'll bust out like a million different Lego sets. You guys come over, pie, beer, Legos. And you guys can help me build them. What do you think? Is that a good idea? Tim Honer says barf. No pies? No pies? Pie, beer, and panties? Alright, yeah, it's just an invitation. I mean, you don't have to come over. I mean, you don't have to come over and build my Legos for me. Not at all. I can't find the piece they want me to use here. Unless, is this brown? I think it is brown. Yeah, alright. Do you guys have these? You know what this looks like, right? You know what that looks like, right? Right? You know what that looks like, right? Yeah, yeah. Looks like a duck head. Looks like a duck, like with two eyes there. Looks like a duck. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Looks like a duck. What is this? So seriously, no pie? What do you guys think? Do you want me to get my weight down to like 200 pounds? Is that what you're saying? Do I seriously need to get down to 200 pounds or lower? If I got down to 200 pounds, would you guys finally stop calling me fat? Yes or no? 600 pounds? 600 pounds? I don't weigh anywhere near 600 pounds. That just is not necessary. It's not necessary that I lose that much weight because I don't carry that much weight. Hey, thanks James Wood for $2. For 100,000 subs, you should buy a pet frog. Good news, I have a pet frog. He's upstairs. Actually, it's a she. Her name's Kermit. I can't get down to 130 pounds, not at 6 feet. It wouldn't work. 180 pounds or get the f out. That's inspiring. Like that, I like that kind of talk. That kind of talk is very inspiring. Get down to 180 pounds. I'd be out there running every day. I'd wake up every morning. I would live stream from a run, from a jog. From a jog. Hey, you guys don't get on Diversity in Comics about this kind of stuff. And let me tell you something. That dude, he's got to be getting fat. See the way he eats? Justin Maybe says, you missed my super chat. Let me see. That guy has got to be getting fat. Justin Maybe, thanks for $5. Uncle E, I want to read Cyberfrog once I get it, but I'm afraid of messing up the cover. Any plans of releasing a no-frills version of it? Yeah, I might do a digital version of it eventually. I was talking to Andrew about that today. I'm like, I'll bet Digital is where the money is because it'd be pretty easy to sell a digital comic on YouTube. You just tell people, here's the link. You know, if you want to read the comic book, it's right here. And she's like, I know. She's like, that's the future. That is the future of comics. You know, to just, you know, be able to give people a link and then boom. She says paper is dead, paper is dying. That's Andrea's philosophy. I guess it is. She's like, why would anybody buy, like, she's like, when I go and buy a cooking, like, I would never buy a cooking magazine now like I used to. She's like, I would just go online and find a recipe. Why would I ever buy a cooking magazine? I was like, that's a good point. So everything needs to be digital. Jeffrey Toon, thanks for $5. Lego used to be about imagination. Sadly, those days are long gone. No, I wouldn't say that because you're gonna have to use your imagination to pretend this is Chewbacca. You're gonna have to pretend this is Chewbacca. Believe me, it's not gonna look like Chewbacca at all. Not at all. What in God's... yeah, like that. So you guys agree with Andrea? You think paper is just dead? I kind of agree. People still want to collect comic books, but you know, it's like if you just want to read it, if you just want to read it. Big Chap says, "How much will PDF be worth in 10 years?" That's right. Oh, some of you were saying no. Most of you were saying no. I like paper. Strongly disagree. Okay. But would you buy the digital version? Like, does it make sense to make a digital version? I guess, you know, that's the question. Physical is almost always collection, says Tupac Shakur. Yes. Both, so you would get both. Yeah, that's okay. So that goes along with my theory too. I kind of feel like it's just like TV used to be, um, wherein, you know, you'd watch the TV show if you liked it. Like if you're a fan of Game of Thrones, you watch the TV show. You might also buy it digitally, and you might also buy the DVD or the Blu-ray when it comes out. Like that's what it is. You know, it just kind of depends on how much you like the show, how many times you want to consume it. Gotta work this out. We're gonna change comics, guys. We're gonna change comics. I feel like some people involved with comics have gotten tired, and things are getting stale. Everyone's set in their ways. We have to make things better. Okay, let's see. We have to make things better and like easier, easier for comics, easier for people to find comics. Got all kinds of stuff lined up. I'm 43 years old. I've got the energy to do this now. I've got the confidence to do this now. The seniority. All right, this is coming together pretty nice. Ant says, I can't watch you build at a snail's pace. It's killing me. Hey, but what? Come over and help. Do people build these faster than this? I can't. I'll do the next one. The next one, I will do a recorded video of it, and I will go fast. You know, I'll speed it up. I'll do a speeded up version. This is just live stream. This is just a live stream hangout while I build this thing. I mean, you know, I used to be good at Legos. I sound like an old man. I love it. It's fun. What the hell? Mm-hmm. That goes there, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it does. Um, Ethan, do you have arthritis? No, I don't have. I don't have arthritis. Not at all. You build as slow as you want, little E. He says Biffy Tannen. Thank you. I appreciate that. I would like some apple pies though. Can't believe I came home. By the way, the difference between Walmarts from Walmart to Walmart is vast. I had a terrible attitude about Walmart because I kept going to the same one, and the one that I went to is so bad. It's so disgusting and foul. And like every time we went in there, like we couldn't wait to get out. It's just a stinky, dirty Walmart, and the shopping cart handles are sticky. Why? Why would the shopping cart handles be sticky? Why would they be sticky? But they are, and I just hated it. I was like in hell. Well, we discovered another Walmart that's kind of a little bit. It's up the opposite road. It's much, but like it's so good. We were in there grocery shopping, and I was like, Andrew, we're gonna do our shopping here every week. This is like, this is better than any other supermarket that we go to. It's really good in here. I like this Walmart. And she's like, I agree. Yeah, and I was like, "What? Can I have this apple pie?" She's like, "No." Can't have an apple pie. Now I really want one. Or also, she said, "What is Cecil doing, making fun of you with donuts?" She's like, "I saw the donuts. Like, what is Cecil doing?" I'm like, "Cause I told Cecil that those donuts, like those Entenmann's donuts, were my downfall." And now he thinks it's funny, and he doesn't care. Like the difference between me and Cecil is Cecil doesn't care how fat he is. Cecil doesn't care. Like he feels like he's got nothing to lose. So Cecil will just keep getting fatter and fatter, and he'll eat all the donuts. No, I'm not gonna binge eat. I'm not gonna eat anything. I'm not gonna eat anything. You guys, I don't need to binge eat. I don't need to eat donuts. I'm gonna suffer my way through this. I went out and I got. They had great produce. uh, Walmart had great produce. I couldn't believe it. And I got a bunch of it. I'll just eat blackberries. I will kick the sugar binge. I will kick the sugar habit. Uh, Ethan Van Donuts. No, not anymore, guys. Entenmann's Donuts, Jordan Street. I don't know if it's. Is it just on the East Coast? Because I know they had Entenmann's in Florida. I know that because I used to binge on Entenmann's Donuts in Florida. Still love them when I lived there. Um, I know blackberries are sugar, but it's natural sugar. It, fruit is not. Fruit is better than processed sugar. That's correct. That's all I'm saying. I mean, you can kick processed sugar by just taking in a lot of fruit. That's what I'm gonna do. You guys are gonna be like, Uncle Ethan, what are you doing? How come you haven't live streamed? I'm busy. I'm on my treadmill. I'm on my treadmill. I'm running. I'm running at 8 miles an hour. I'm running at 8 miles an hour for like an hour. That's 8 miles. Do the math. Do the math. Yeah. Shelly Roberts, thanks for $1.99. Did you check out the stores in Northwest Arkansas? The Walmart stores? No, didn't have time. I'm going back there though. I'm going to visit the Breitweisers. When am I going? Monday? Sunday or Monday? I'll live stream the whole thing. You know how I do it. I get you guys involved. Andrew Rotten, thanks for $2. They have them in Missouri as well, Uncle. Yeah, I think they're everywhere. I think the Walmarts or the Entenmann's are everywhere. I think. Yeah, Red Rooster hit $100,000, guys. I needed to get to 150, and it's still got time. I mean, it's still got I don't know how much longer it's got to go. How much longer does Red Rooster have to go? I would love to see it get up there to 150. They deserve it. They're good people. They're good people. Those Breitweisers. I need to open this now. Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey, thanks for £5. Can I have your shirts when you're finished with them? Trying to build a hot air balloon. Figure 4 to 5 of your shirts will be enough. That's not right at all. Hot air balloon. Come on. I'm nowhere near that big. I'm nowhere near that big. Alright, so we need one of these. Alright, let's see. Every time I go live, I get roasted. Every single time. And people like send me super chats, and the super chats are like, oh, look, here's $5 to insult you. Cobra Viper, thanks for $2. War and dysentery, the 2 best diets ever invented. Yeah, I don't want dysentery though. I'll go to war. I'll go to war. I'll fight for our freedom. I'll fight for your freedom. And then you won't be able to say anything except for thank you for your service. Chelly Roberts, thanks for $1.99. You were next to the home office. Of what? Your office? EVS got me hooked on Twitter. Should I delete my account? Dude, delete your account. Twitter is a waste of time. Waste of time. And that's another thing Diversity in Comics was saying today. He's just like, I don't even go on Twitter anymore. He's like, I'm getting so much more done by not going on Twitter and roasting SJWs. Ryan Miller Art, thanks for $5. I don't mean to change the subject, but do you know if there's a scanner bed at least double the size of 11 by 17? Double page spreads are killing me. No, you just have to scan them one page at a time. I don't think they make scanners that big. I think they have the kind of 20 by, I mean, how big is my scanner? 20 by 16 or something like that? No, 20 by 12? 12 by 20? Yeah. And you just have to do them one page at a time, and then, get Kyle Ritter to glue them together for you, which is what happens to me. Kyle Ritter glues them together for me. Yeah, he's like, here you go, it's all done. It's pasted together. It's handy to have a colorist. And Kyle Ritter is the best colorist of all time. He's much better than Moose. He's much better than Moose, you have to admit. You can use Stitch software to scan oversized items. Yeah. Yeah, Twitter is a productivity sink. That's what everyone says as well. I think that's true. And you get stuck on it. It's amazing how long it takes. It's amazing how long Twitter takes out of your day. Are these both the same? Yeah, you're really better off just not doing it. Look, it's a leg. It's Chewbacca's leg. This? No. This? What the hell? No. This? No. Yeah, I was getting swarmed on by SJWs today. Absolutely swarmed. I didn't understand why. It's like, why bother me? These girls. Richard Adams, Ethan, don't believe these haters that are saying you've searched for panties online. The Google algorithms have just determined the fact that you've provided them with, you are in fact female. That's not, did you get Batista bombed on Twitter? No, I don't know what that means. Viper Chief says, Ethan has a lot of female fans. I do. They all think they're going to roast me, and they don't understand. I will trebuchet them all out of here. I'm not interested in these blue hairs. I'm not interested in them. Stop trying to get my attention. I will fling you into the sky like you're nothing. Andrew Rotten, thanks for $2. Can we bring back more forms of medieval torture? I don't see why not. How about the rack? Can we put some of these biatches on the rack and stretch them out? What do you think? You let me know how you feel about that. GR People, Thanks for Canadian $2. It's the ones that went for Edwin yesterday. Ooh, what did they do to Edwin? I missed all that. I missed Edwin. They went after Edwin? Yeah. EVS wears blue ladies panties. I don't wear them. I just have to correct the record. Every time you lie, I will correct the record. I will correct the record. John Hallman recommends the Iron Maiden. Yeah, that's effective. That is effective. How did you know they were blue? No, I'm just reading what you guys say. Wow. Lifting weights with your eyelids? I've never seen anyone do that. That can't be true at all. I don't believe any of that is true. Mic closer, please, Ethan. Well, I can't, look. I'll just talk louder, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I really honestly don't think that anybody can lift weights with their eyelids. You'd have to prove that to me. That sounds like some circus tent stuff. That sounds like some Barnum and Bailey stuff. Confirmed trebuchet terrorist who advocates violent medieval torture. Let's clip this out of context, boys. Send it to your blue-haired Twitter contacts. Just kidding. No, go ahead and do it. I mean, let them all know. I will fling them into the sky. They need to be afraid. They are all going on the trebuchet. Some of them are just like, well, how about only these people get on the trebuchet? No, you're all going on the trebuchet. Line up. Line up. You're all going, boom, right into the sky. I'll show you what it looks like too. I mean, I show them GIFs of the trebuchet actually working. I'm like, that's what's in store for you. Trebuchet. Gromian says, have you spoken to Bill Moose Bauman since he was unprofessional at Vox Day? No, I have not spoken to Moose Bauman. Moose Bauman talks about me every single day. And you know what? He needs to talk about me every single day. He needs to talk about me every single day, because if the day comes that he doesn't talk about me, he will get zero attention from anyone. He needs to talk about me. They all do. They all need to talk about me. It's like I am magical. If you talk about me to the right people, you'll get attention, and everyone is starved for attention. Everyone wants attention. And that's what it is. So just endlessly talk about me, and it's okay with me. I understand. Wait a second, why isn't this working? Oh. Yeah, I understand. I am interesting. There we go. I am interesting, and so you should talk about me. Trebuchet Moose, I don't have a... Listen, Moose weighs like... Moose is making fat jokes about me. Moose weighs like 450 pounds. I've seen him sit on a bed Indian style at San Diego Comic-Con, order 2 large Meat Lovers Pizza Hut pizzas, and then gobble them down right in front of me, the whole pizzas. I've never seen anything like that before. I mean, that's a big dude. GRP poll, thanks for Canadian $5. Tried to frame Edwin as supporting pedos like Milo due to a suggesting of you wanting him coming on your show once, and Edwin slightly mistyping. Yeah, I do want Milo on my show. Absolutely. Midnight Cherry TV, thanks for $5. Started a YouTube series on Legos and antique light fixtures last night. Tonight's event, Van Skyver Spectacular, a Republican lamp, and a Return of the Jedi pre-beard Luke. Wow, that sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. No, here's the thing about Moose. Gerlach says, ooh, why was he on your bed? No, this was at San Diego Comic-Con, and I've always been really good to Moose. That's why his betrayal is absurd. I've always been super good to him. He's poor, like, he's a colorist. So, and I would get invited places. I'd get invited to conventions for free. I knew he needed money. So I would say, hey, the price for having me come somewhere is that you have to bring Moose. And Moose would share a hotel room with me. We'd get 2 beds. And then, he'd be able to sell his prints. I'd let him sit next to me in Artist Alley, and I'd sign the prints that he sold. You know what I mean? So anyway, so he's on this bed, and San Diego Comic Con, he orders like two. I mean, enormous, disgusting, like meat lovers pizzas. Have you ever smelled a meat lovers pizza from Pizza Hut? It's ungodly, man. It smells like death. And he was just shoving them into his face. Ate a whole pizza. I can eat half a pizza if I'm starving. I can't eat a whole pizza. I can't eat two whole pizzas. Cobra Viper, thanks for $5. Do you have to be a blue hair, or can anyone get a turn? On the trebuchet? No, I'll fling anyone into the sky. Gula82, thanks for $5. Love you, brother Ethan. Love brother Ethan. I wish I could give you a big old bear hug. I love these live streams and watching you build Legos. Well, I love you too. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, no, I'm not saying they're not. They don't smell. They don't smell good. Not when. No. I'm sorry. I disagree. I think they smell horrible. But that's just me. I could be. You guys could argue with me if you want about it. But yeah, I don't. The other thing is, I just don't think eating two of them is appropriate at all. At all. Do you? I mean, you want to eat two pizzas? Maybe he's hungry. It's San Diego Comic Con. At San Diego Comic Con, everyone's hungry. You work all day long. You get back to your hotel room. And we had people over. I can't even remember who. We had a bunch of people over. Party time. Oh, yeah, a bunch of people sleeping on my floor. I was generous. I always let people just stay. Stay in my room because it's expensive. Hey, I've got a free room. You can sleep on the floor if you want. Stuff like that. But you have to tolerate me staying up all night and drawing. Yeah. Jabba the Fruit and Salacious Pizza. Yeah, and you have to get naked. Right. You are making me hungry, says Thomas Anderson. Well, order a meat lover's pizza. Order that meat lover's pizza. Good stuff. It's not for me, though. It's not for me. I'm losing weight. I'm on a diet, guys. I'm on a diet. I don't get to eat a pie. I don't get to eat a pizza. I get to eat. I'll have some blackberries. Got some kale upstairs. I got a little kale. That's what I'm going to eat. And then you guys can eat crow when you see how awesome I look. You guys can say, wow, we were so wrong. We were so wrong to call Ethan fat. We were so wrong. He's not fat at all. Look at him. He was just big boned. Yeah. Let's see. Andrew Rotten says, when is the meetup house party where Aunt Andrea makes mac and cheese? Yeah, good question. Good question. Kale wrapped around a donut? No, come on now. Kale pizza. Ethan eats a leaf of kale followed by 3 pizzas and 2 pies. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That would be a complete waste of time. Complete waste of energy. Why would I even bother with the kale? Why would I even bother? Did I read GRP polls? $2? Soy diet. Yeah, just a diet of soy. A diet of pure soy. That's what we all need to do. Would you guys go on a soy diet with me? Is that right? I can never tell if these things are right. And I don't see why that's such a bad thing. I don't see why it would be such a bad thing for me to go on an all soy diet. All I care about is shutting you guys up. All I care about is shutting up my fans who are concerned. Kid Dankula, thanks for $2. Ethan, you're not fat, you're thick. Thank you, thick. By the way, speaking of thick, thick boy Sobolski, I can't believe that somebody changed his Wikipedia to say male nipples. I can't believe that. That is insane. The Lego Ghost says, please do not turn into Ethan Van Soyver. I won't. I'm not gonna. I can't believe somebody showed me a picture of it. His Wikipedia actually says male nipples. I can't. His Wikipedia says CB male nipples Sobolski. Who did that? Who did that? Who was responsible for that? That's not nice. Inappropriate. Who was responsible? And I know it's one of you guys. I know it was one of you guys right here in the chat right now that did that. Had to be. Had to be. And I'll take the blame for it. They'll say one of Comicsgate, probably motivated by Ethan Van Sciver, a Nazi, changed C.B. Sobolski, the Honorable C.B. Sobolski's Wikipedia page to say C.B. male nipple Sobolski. I do not approve of that. I do not approve of that. I would never say that. I would never ask you guys to do that. That's just wrong. It's just wrong. And it wasn't even my idea anyway. It was Zach. Hell's Bell says, Uncle Ethan, pineapple on pizza, yes or no? Yes, if ham is involved. If it is Canadian bacon and pineapple, we're talking about Hawaiian pizza, it is amazing. And I know that's controversial. Sierra Whiskey, thanks for $1.99. You're going to have to shop bras if you go soy. Well, once those pop up in my timeline, then you'll have something to say. Pineapple and ground beef on pizza. I don't know. I wouldn't have thought of that, but maybe, you know. But that's not for me. I'm not doing that. I'm not having any pizza. I'm not having any pizza. I'm not having any pie. I'm not. I am, I'm being good. I'm going to get on that treadmill, kick its ass. I don't know what you guys are going to say when I'm looking good. Pineapple is gross. You think pineapple is gross, like in general, or just on pizza? Because I have to disagree. Pineapple's delicious. A fresh pineapple, chopped up, it doesn't get much better than that. Cobra Viper, thanks for $5. Deep dish pizza with whole black olives and so much cheese that only the top of the olives are showing. One slice will make you feel like an Ethan. That sounds great. Yeah, you can get that in Chicago. I don't know if you can get that here. Pineapple pizza is the best. Ethan broke the treadmill. I didn't. The treadmill's over there. It works just fine. The treadmill works just fine. I don't know why you guys constantly lie. Constantly lying. It's ridiculous. Like that. Why lie about it, you know? This way. See, the skeleton of Chewbacca is starting to come together now. Big Chap, thanks for £2. Ethan, the pyramids were built quicker than this. Well, yeah, but I don't have any Jews to help me. You know, the pyramids were they built by enslaved Jews? I don't have any help. I don't. You know, I'm sorry. GRP Poll, thanks for $5. Canadian bacon is a thinly cut, smoked pork loin center cut instead of the belly. Ham is smoked leg, meat man out. That's good to know. It's good to know. Yeah. If I had a lot of people helping me, then I could build this faster. But I don't. I've got zero help. You guys are just standing around. You're not doing nothing. What do you expect? Read your Bible. Brandon Riggle says, let my people go. I have. That's the problem. And I have no help. I have no help. Yeah, and this is a children's toy, right? Yeah. Oh, his penis. Which one is his penis? Is that it? That is it. This is Chewbacca's dong. Right here. How does that fit in there? Doesn't make any sense. How would this fit in there? It doesn't fit in there. Why does this have to be difficult? Go here? Go here? Oh, maybe it goes here. Oh, it does. That's where... No, that's not where it goes. Look at this. Do you understand the problem? Do you see how the arrows point straight up here, the cross goes, and this is diagonal? Do you see the issue at hand? Can this move? Yeah, alright. Alright, we got his PP in place. More or less. It's a big issue. Finally. Yeah, it's his wee-wee. His wee-wee. Thor Jones says, I think you messed it up. Nope, I fixed it. Nick Zona Trash, thanks for telling us. How about a cheesy Miracle Whip mayo pizza, Ethan? I don't... What are you talking about with the mayo? Cobra Viper, $2. Need to use the treadmill to break it, just saying. Yeah, I know. A treadmill does work just fine. It really does. You guys can't shame me because you're wrong. You know. Oh, look, we got his calves here. What is this? Why would anybody play with this? Joe Bustify says, Ethan, don't eat mayo on the treadmill. I'll try not to. Try not to eat mayo on the treadmill. I just don't think it's ever going to come up. I don't think it's ever going to be an issue. To be honest with you. And you guys are like, is this making you feel like you need to, like, is this kind of negging working? Does it make you want to do better? Yeah, it does. But it also makes me want to kill all you guys. Yeah, it does motivate me. It motivates me to come find you. Dun, dun, dun. Not really. I have nothing but love in my heart. Well, I mean, I'm running low on pieces here, so eventually these should be getting easier to find. Should be getting easier to find, but they're not. That in there. That's good. And is it a... I mean, that... That must be it right there. Excellent. Big Chap, thanks for £2. A master at work. Rome wasn't built in a day. No, it wasn't. And again, slaves were involved. I don't have any. I would love to come, like, you guys all come over here, and I will whip you all, and you can build this. I'll whip some of you and get you to finish this for me. I think that would be fine. Alright, let's see here. Gotta put... Yeah, I'm getting a little frustrated, guys. Maybe you've noticed. As I struggle to master this child's toy. As I struggle to master this child's toy. Yeah. That's not working so well. Is this it? Yeah. I can't believe I bought this. Every time I saw this in the store, I was like, what a piece of junk. Why would anybody buy this? And here I am. Alright. This goes out like that. And then what? And then... dark soy filth. Dark soy filth. Your time is at an end. Dark soy filth. This is his butt. You're right. I didn't realize that. I thought it was his chest. That is his anus. It sticks out a little bit, that booty. Make that booty go. Oh, that booty's not going. Dark soy filth. Your time is at an end. This right here. This is stupid as hell. Why does his booty stick out like that? For real though. Does that look right to you? I don't know. This is the worst Lego I've ever seen in my life. I'm not taking blame for this at all. The fact that this isn't working out so well, I don't take blame for it. I just blame the toy. I think this sucks. I wish I had an Arby's roast beef sandwich right now. That's what happens. I'm on a diet. I'm on a diet. Yeah. With kale. Yeah, with kale. Sierra Whiskey asked me to please set this on fire. Okay. I mean, it would be no great loss. I could back over this with the car, but I just think that would make more work for me than I really intended. If I backed over this with the car, that would definitely make my day more difficult rather than easy. And I would like to back over it with the car. Brandon Riggle, thanks for $2. Are you going to back over this Lego set? See, that's the question. No, I won't. I won't, because I would end up having to clean it up. And that just seems like something that I don't want to do. I mean, Chewbacca wasn't made to be built out of Legos. Somebody thought of this. Somebody said, I know, let's make a Chewbacca out of Legos. Somebody thought of that idea, and nobody stopped them. Nobody stopped them. This is 10 kinds of wrong back here. This wasn't done properly. Because look, I mean, this doesn't work. I mean, this just doesn't work. Deeply concerned about that ass. Yeah. I'm deeply concerned about Chewbacca's ass. Some people are blaming Obama. I don't necessarily think that Obama is to blame for this. I mean, if you can think of reasons, I'm listening. Two of these are shoulders here. We got shoulders, I guess. Okay. And then this comes with this. What do you think? Mullet Turtle says, did you hear Yellow Flash punk Matt Jarbo on Ralph Retort? No, what did he say? What did Yellow Flash say about Matt Jarbo? That's terrible news. Why would Yellow Flash punk Mundane Matt? Why would he do that? Yellow Flash is you know, this is not a smart thing to do necessarily. Going up against a bigger YouTuber is risky. It's risky. There's some inherent risk involved. The risk is that that bigger channel and its fan following will swarm you, and there's nothing Matt Jarbo could do about it. There's nothing that the bigger YouTube channel could do. Please don't do it. No, they're going to do it. They feel protective. I mean, you know, yeah. Cobra Viper, thanks for $10. In all fairness, I'm 42 and fighting the weight also. Of course, I had 8 combat deployments, arthritis in all my joints, and that sound like bowls of Rice Krispies, but I'm sure you have good excuses too. I just ate a lot of cake. Sat around and I ate a lot of cake. That's my excuse. Cumberbatch Pepper Pot, thanks for $1.99. You need a Lego Shay? I do. I love you guys. You kill me. You provide me with so many straight lines. Actually, no. I provide you with straight lines. And you guys run with it. We could be a good comedy team. Except I don't know what you would call us, because it's like me and then like 643 of you. You know what I mean? Like we couldn't exactly go on stage. I don't think. Yeah. Ethan and Chat. Yeah, it's Ethan and Chat. That's the name of our comedy team. Have you ever met Matt Frank? Who's Matt Frank? Oh, wait, I didn't hear about Yellow Flash. What did Yellow Flash do? Man, I'll never find out. Oh, Yellow Flash still went hard on him, in my opinion. Matt was withholding judgment on Gunn until more info came out, and Yellow Flash, among many others, didn't like that. Well, here's the thing about that. Like, what are you waiting for information to prove that he is a pedophile? I mean, is that what this is about? You know, you want to wait to find out if he is? I don't really, like, that's not, I mean, I don't know. That's not what I was arguing about. That's not what I was worried about. You know, that's not the information that you need. You don't, you know, you can go ahead and form a judgment based on what you already saw. Yeah, there are a lot of fence sitters on YouTube. I don't understand. Darth Malrock, thanks for 100 rubles. Did they seriously took a Bionicle RIP and slapped Chewbacca on it and called it a day? What the fuck? Is that what this is? Is this a Bionicle? I never built a Bionicle, but yeah, I think that's probably the case here. Why are there fence sitters on YouTube? Why are there fence sitters on YouTube? Why would you have a YouTube channel to not express an opinion? Why would you have a YouTube channel if all you want to do is be liked? You know what I mean? Like, what is? I want to be liked by everyone. Uh, Don Maria says, "Are you gay?" No, your mom gay. Your mom gay. Why? Why would you do that? The whole point, isn't it? The whole point is to have an opinion and express it. People decide that they want to listen to you or not, or not. I don't understand fence sitters, and there are a few of them. YouTube has a few fence sitters. Oh, you know what? This is not his ass. It's a bag. It's a bag. I got it. Okay, that I was worried about that. I was actually worried about that. This gets hooked onto here. All right, that makes sense. Look, see, that's a bag that he's holding. Um, Jake Foley, thanks for $5. Fucking wasps in my bed when I woke up this morning. Cyberfrog can't come out soon enough. There were wasps in your bed? How did a wasp? Do you mean a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant? Yeah, it's not his ass. It's a bag. What the kind of chewy is this? Asked Jeff Bartlett. I don't know. I don't know. What are we doing here? We're putting furry arms on him now. I didn't come up with this. I'm not going to take the blame for it. Yeah. No, this isn't my, I just bought this to show you guys. Like, I don't know if it's, I didn't design it or anything. Big Chap, thanks for £2. Fence sitters want both sets of fans, losing all. Yeah, I think that's kind of true, right? I mean, like, if you express an opinion, you're going to lose some subscribers. It does happen. Oh, look, I just lost a few. It does happen. You're going to lose subscribers, but you do have to just kind of, I don't know, you got to be yourself. Jake Foley, $2, by the way, that's one ugly toy. I'm not denying that at all. I don't understand this thing. All right, so we're going to put his shoulders on. And then we put his head on. Well, at least that kind of looks like Chewbacca's head, though, Matt Horkin, thanks for $5. If you sell a few more $500,000 comic books, can afford a fancy car, what would you get? Nothing really. I mean, I like SUVs. I like pickup trucks. I might get a Raptor. I might get an Expedition. I don't want expensive cars. You know what I mean? Ethan would buy an Oscar Mayer weenie mobile. Big Chat, thanks for £2. The worst toy since the ones you threw in the bin. Dude, I throw them all in the bin. Yeah, Boogie is that way too. I've seen Boogie just kind of fence sit and just worry about what people think. I don't know. I mean, you have a pretty big subscriber base. Are you worried about losing them? I mean, I guess that's something. I guess you have to kind of be worried about losing your subscriber base, but I think they'd be like more likely to eventually get sick of you waffling on things. I try to kind of give my opinion. I try to be honest about how I feel. It's not too hard. I really don't care. Like, I have to tell people how I feel. And if they don't like it, I guess they don't like it, but it's the way it's got to be. The way it's got to be, son. How do you feel? Says San Diego Segura. I feel okay. I feel all right. Have to be honest about that. I have to be honest. I have to just let you know I feel okay. When I feel differently, I'll let you know. You guys will be the first to know when I feel differently about things. Right now, I feel just fine. I'm a little annoyed with this Lego, to be honest with you. This Lego, imagine spending this much time building a Lego and this is what you get. This is what it turns out to be. Imagine that. Would you be a little annoyed? A little? I'm a little annoyed. And I've got 3 more to go. I'm not going to do them now. I got 3 more to go, and I've got the Y-wing that I got to build. I got to do a Y-wing build. And what the gotta do it. I gotta do it. Why? I don't know. It's part of having a YouTube channel. Oh my god. I wish I could do YouTube full time. I actually did legit lose something. There's a piece missing. I'm not gonna be able to build his crossbow all the way through because there's a piece missing. One of these. I'm sure I don't see it out of what's left here on the table. No, I don't see it. Oh well. Oh well. These are already built. Islands in the stream. That is what I am. No one in between. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Sail away with me to another world. Like that. Yeah. And we rely on each other. Wait a second. Yeah, like that. I don't want to do anymore. I don't want to do anymore. I don't want to do anymore. What is this? What is this? I don't care about that. I don't care. No, I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to do it. I'm done. I mean, I've never cared so little for anything I've been involved with, ever. What is this? I don't care. This looks like garbage. This looks like human garbage. Yeah, this looks like a disgrace. This is disgraceful. Why did they make this? Why did they make this? Why? Why would they make this? Why? What? All that time spent for nothing. Why would they? And I still got 3 more to go. Look at this. I got Boba Fett. I got Darth Vader. I got Darth Maul. These are horrible. I have to build them all. Big Chap, thanks for 2 pounds. Wicker Wookiee ritual for that, Ethan. No, I'm just throwing it in the garbage. I don't want to spend any more time with it. Or these. Had enough of it. God damn, I gotta throw these in the garbage too. Hang on a second. All of it, just get out of here. What happened to Lego? What are these pieces? What else could I possibly do with these pieces? What could I do? Let me use my imagination. What could I possibly do with these pieces? It used to be they'd just be a bunch of blocks and you could build whatever you wanted to build. What the fuck am I supposed to do with the rest of this shit? Bionicle pandering, that's why, says Darth Malrock. Thank you for 40 rubles. Is that what it is? I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not doing it. What? It's disgraceful. Who did this? Who designed this? In the bin. You know, it's like, here's the thing. I mean, at the end of the day, when I spent a little time, I had this nice little, look out, it's a Rose Tico little shuttle. It's Rose Tico. And this was worth it. I spent time on this. I don't know what the this is, but I like it. I like it. Rose Tico she's not driving. I'll tell you that. I'm not putting her in here, if you know what I mean. She's too short. She's too short to drive this. Yeah, this is worth it. This was absolutely worth it. I like this thing. Darth Venerian, thanks for $4.99. Do you think we should forgive Gunn if it's just tweets? Geeks and Gamers seems to think so. No, I don't. And then look at this. This was worth it too. I put a little crown on BB-8's head. Look at my Nazi Rose Tico. She's so cute. I built it wrong. But it was worth the time and effort to build. What the hell was that Chewbacca for? Oops. What the hell was that Chewbacca all about? Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. I'm ashamed of myself and Lego. Cobra Viper, thanks for $5. You think this is bad? Look up the Chewbacca coming out of the Force of Destiny line. Missed my last supper chat, by the way. I'll get over it. No, don't get over it. Don't get over it, Cobra Viper. I'll get it. I'm just angry. You got to excuse me. Jake Foley says for $5, the Darth Vader one doesn't look terrible. The others aren't worth your time. I'll do them all. I'm going to do them all. Don't worry. Big Chap, thanks for £2. Pharaoh EVS completed the Great Pyramid of Chewie. Thank you. Big Chap, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to. The worst toy. It is the worst toy. It is the worst toy, dude. All right, hold on. I got to find. Let's see. Cobra Viper, thanks for $2. Chat and the Fat Man. Oh, that's the name of our comic act. Chat and the Fat Man. That's not nice. What the hell? Yeah, this is a disgrace. In the meantime, look at my glorious Rose Tico. I am a man who will fight for Rose Tico's honor. I'll be the hero. Tonight is very clear as we're both lying here. There's so many things I want to say. Rose Tico, I will always love you. I can never make it alone. Sometimes I just forget. Say things I might regret. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sometimes I just have to sing, guys. Let's see. Truck My Ad says, I recommend Blocko Company Dragons. What is a Blocko Company Dragon? Are they like Legos, but they're better? Put Darth Vader's Lego, keep on her. Well, I got the Darth Vader Lego down here. I am going to build it. I promise you. I'm definitely going to build it. The Y-Wing I'll build too. The Y-Wing actually looks good. I like this kind of Lego. I don't like the weirdo Bionicle rip-off Legos. I don't like those. And I knew I didn't like them when I bought them. I told Andrea, she said, why are you buying that? I said, because it looks like garbage. And she's like, that's not a good reason to buy something. I'm like, well, in this case, it kind of is. If it, it might be entertaining. It wasn't entertaining. Rose Tico and Peter Cetera, a match made in hell. Would you do anything to fight for her honor, though? Seriously. Would you kind of? D's Nut says, told you wasted your money. Well, it was worth a build. I mean, I wanted to see, like, maybe it would look better in person. It doesn't look good at all. No, it doesn't look good at all. No, maybe Darth Vader will, though. I think people are right. maybe like the non-human, you know what I mean? Like the characters that don't necessarily look perfectly human, that are kind of robotic. Maybe that'll actually work a little bit better. I don't know. I'm not sure. But the Chewbacca one sucked. The worst one of all was Han Solo, and I thought I bought Han Solo. Um, let's see. Alexander L says, "Hi, Ethan. Am I your nephew too? Of course you are. Can I call you Uncle E? Of course. Also, do you own a gun that you could shoot Lego Chewie with?" I put it away. Like I do have a gun. I've got a crossbow, but I don't. I threw the Chewbacca away. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if living in New Jersey, if what I want to do is shoot a Lego in my backyard. I don't know if I want to do that. It's different. Like when I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina, then yeah, you could just pull out a gun. We used to fire crossbows just in our backyard. Absolutely. But you know, Hunter, he had all these awesome. Like he just built up all of these incredible airsoft guns. Like he would get parts and make real models of like real looking weapons, and they didn't like that in New Jersey. He took a picture of himself for his Instagram holding one of his airsoft guns, and the cops came. The cops came to the house, and poor Hunter, like he was like, we had just moved to New Jersey. He was used to being a Southern boy his whole life. He didn't understand. I was like, dude, we are in like Obama country right now. Do you understand? Uh, we're in Obama country, and like they're gonna you can't do that. So the cops came to the house, and Robbie Benz. I did live in Huntersville, and you know they came to the house, and Hunter surrendered his guns, his BB guns, to the cops. I was just like, they don't belong to the cops. I was like, hey, you guys, explain to my son that these are his property. Officers, explain to my son that these are his property and you have no right to take them from him. And they were like, that's right, we don't have any right to take these away from you, Hunter. You just should not be scaring your friends and the community by posting pictures of yourself holding these toys on Instagram. I said, that's correct. That is correct. I said, you understand, Hunter, these are public servants. They work for us, but they are the fascist arm of the government. And you can't just say whatever you want, you can take whenever you want it. And he's like, I hear you, Father. I said, okay. We are in New Jersey, but we are not in the Soviet Union. We are in New Jersey, but we are not in China. We are in New Jersey, but we're not in Los Angeles, California. We do have rights here. We do have rights. You will stand up for your rights, son. You're allowed to have airsoft guns. Yeah, it's important. How old is Hunter? He's 19. At the time, he was like 15. But yeah, I had to have. I actually had the cops explain it to him so that he would understand. It's like, yeah, you can come in, you can see everything that we've got. You can give my son a lecture about, not being ostentatious with airsoft guns that look like real guns. And then you're going to explain to my son that he has the right to keep his guns. Of course. And they did. They were great. And they haven't. And the cops haven't bothered us since, even though there's an arsenal here in the basement. Just kidding. Uh, yeah, Illinois is bad too. I don't know. I don't have a problem with the cops in Jersey. I don't have a problem with the cops in Jersey. They pulled us over once. Uh, you know. Well, they had. We had just gotten back from a concert. We went to go see Sia, and I had a little bit to drink at the concert at 8 o'clock. But now it's like 11:30. Driving home from the concert, and the cops pulled everyone. Like they had like a stop, and the cops just kind of said, "Hey, have you been drinking tonight?" And Andrew was like, "Just tell him no." I'm like, "Yes, officer, I have been drinking tonight. I have. It was 8 o'clock. It's now 11:30. I had a couple beers. I'm completely sober now. Sir, please pull over." So we had to go into the parking lot. Yeah, and they had to give me a test to make sure I was sober. Of course I'm sober. I don't drive drunk. Billy Ritchie, thanks for $1.99. Is it true I can't pump my gas in New Jersey? It is true. They don't want you to. And you don't tip them either. Uh, Ethan hangs from the chandelier. It was a good show. It was a great show. Uh, yeah. You can't pump gas in Oregon? Mm. Yeah, it was a checkpoint. And a lot of people were just like pulling. I'm like, what I'm not going to do is lie to the cops. I'm just not going to do that because that's going to be trouble. That's big trouble. These guys are just looking to make some money. Tina is Liberty Cat says, why can't you pump your own gas? They don't let you do that in New Jersey. They actually, I don't know why. It's just the one state that you don't do it. They have like gas station boys, like they did in the 50s, that come out and pump your gas for you. Roll down the window and say, fill it premium, and they fill up your car. It is weird. And if you tried it, and they'll look at you weird. They'll look at you really strange if you want to pump your own gas. Yeah, and Hunter did that for a little while. His job before he went to school was he was pumping gas in the freezing cold. You know, I don't know. He liked it. He's like, I just want to do stuff with cars. All right, pump gas at a Wawa. Kim B says it's because people in New Jersey use gas to set things on fire. There might be truth to that. It creates jobs. Okay. No, I mean, it's funny because people from New Jersey don't even know how to pump their own gas. There's no reason to leave New Jersey to go anywhere else except to Philadelphia. If you can go to Philadelphia, you can do all kinds of fun stuff in Philadelphia, but there's no reason to leave New Jersey. There's everything that you want. You have Pine Barrens, you've got casinos, you've got the beach, you've got pizza, you've got culture, you've got everything that you need. It's all here. I mean, except the insane corruption. Philadelphia, that's what my dad used to call it. He used to call it Philadelphia. Philadelphia is okay. It's all right. Yeah, you have everything here except for freedom. You can't just carry a gun around. It is a very, very blue state. I like it here though. I do like it. I just realized I'm surrounded by well, you know what? It's like my neighborhood, by the way, my town was voted the best town in South Jersey. The best town to live in. And we're very proud of that. The Cobra Viper, thanks for $2. Too expensive to leave New Jersey. Utah beckons. Yes, says Solomon Baby. I can't imagine Andrea going to Utah. Andrea has lived in New Jersey her whole life, and it's her fishbowl. I mean, she just lives in New Jersey. She's a Jersey girl. Taking her to Utah, she'd be like, "What the fuck?" Jake Foley, thanks for $5. You're making me want to move to Jersey. Then I remember the taxes. Yeah, the taxes aren't great. Taxes are pretty severe. But I mean, it is good. Tube Socks says your 3 times belly fat will protect you from the cold. Where, in Jersey? It does, Yeah, you get snow. I mean, Jersey has seasons. I wouldn't want to live in Baltimore, Tina. I wouldn't. Here's what you do. Honestly, the best move from Jersey is Florida. And that's, one day we'll do that. One day we'll buy a big house in Florida and retire. Or we'll sell our big house in Jersey and just live in a little place in Florida and retire. Me and Andrea, and just settle down. Same with Florida. Florida has no state income tax. And it's fairly inexpensive to live there. Florida is hot, but it's, I don't know. There are too many weirdos in Florida. I love it though. Absolutely love Florida. I love it there. I lived in Orlando for 5 years and I miss it. It still feels like a second home. Charlotte never felt like home. I lived there for 7 years. It never felt like home, but Orlando does. I miss it a lot. Panboy Lando Soy Child Dong Lover, thanks for $5. My little town has 3 cops total, and they're lazy. Got to take care of your own problems here, and I like it. In Oregon, you can't pump your own gas either. Yeah. Robbie Bin says Huntersville's nice. It's okay, but the schools aren't so great. It was all right. Hunter was in like a school that was like a 3. His high school was like a 3 out of 10. and he was just getting into trouble, hanging out with the wrong kids. Cobra Viper, thanks for $5. Sorry, bad toll joke blows my mind twice a year when I visit New Jersey. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can. You have to pay to leave, but it's free to come into New Jersey from the bridge. It's free to enter New Jersey. You have to pay to leave, which I think is pretty funny. I think that's a Chris Christie thing. Reborn Phoenix says, "Come visit Greece. We're just like New Jersey, only worse." I love Greece. I was in Athens in 2010, I think. Man, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But you know, the thing about Europeans is that they don't Europeans come to the United States and they can't believe everything that we have. I hung out in Greece. Great people, great families. Their entire living space is the size of my studio down here in the basement, and it's expensive. You know, it's like their entire living space. It just they were just kind of crammed into this area, and their cars are real small. You know, it's like you come to the United States, and it's like we have so much space, and you know, it's like everybody. It's so cheap to live here. Uh, I just find that to be true. Like it was a learning experience. That's the one thing that you see. A lot of people ride bicycles. Everybody rides bicycles to save money. Everyone drives little smart cars. Um, yeah, Alexander DeTorter, thanks for $5. I've reached out before, but I want to make my own comic line of my own. But I'm a book guy, not really an artist. Where do you go to find an appropriate artist? That's the question. You just have to look. I would look on Twitter. I'd look on, you know, everywhere. I would just look for amateur artists and then just reach out to one. It's not easy to find an artist that's willing to work for free or cheap. So if you have money, you need to have, in order to do a comic book, Alexander, you need to have about $8,000 to pay an artist. Be prepared. You know, let me think about that. 200. I would say you want to pay an artist, pencil and ink, about $200 a page, 20 pages, so 4 grand. Then you need a colorist. You need a colorist. So yeah, I would say make sure that you have about $4,500 to $5,000 to pay for the art of a comic book, if you want to be fair to someone. Yeah, Reborn Phoenix from Greece says, "Glad you liked. I have visited Florida before. I couldn't believe it either." Yeah, I mean, well, you know, it's like it's what couldn't you believe about Florida? But I mean, Greece. I went up to Athens. Is just amazing. It's just amazing. I think about it all the time. I think about going back. I picked up a little rock off the ground, Mount Olympus, and I brought it home. I made sure it wasn't a piece of um, marble, because they'll get you for that. You'll get in real trouble. I just picked up a rock. It was a white rock, and brought it home. It was nice. Uh, Colorado is the best state. I've been to Colorado a few times. It's okay. Um, QJR says, "When did you last puke?" That's a good question. I've thrown up. Uh, it wasn't from drinking. It was from getting sick. It was from being sick. Yeah. And it was recently. Oh, when did I throw up? Man, there's nothing worse than throwing up. I don't throw up very often. Yeah, it was from The Last Jedi. It was from watching The Last Jedi. Jake Foley, thanks for $5. Have you ever been to Destin, Florida? Also, what's the nicest place in Florida in your opinion? Boca Raton, I think, is really nice. I haven't been to Miami though. I haven't been down very far south. And I've never been to Destin, Florida that I know of. But yeah, I really like Boca Raton. I thought it was beautiful there. It's a retirement community. So it's just all old people, and they keep it nice and clean because it's like a retirement, you know. And I know people who live in Boca Raton who are not retired. They're just my age. They just like it because everything's fresh and new and cheap, and it just looks great. I've never been to Scotland, Dan Marshall. I've been to London twice, and I liked it there a lot. I've never been to Scotland. I really want to go. I would, yeah, I want to see the. I want to go to this Loch Ness, obviously. Drunken Atheist Studio, $5. Do you think Milo Yiannopoulos is a terrible person given his jokes about pedophilia, or was he just kidding? That's a good question because people are hitting me with that right now. Um, when Milo, here's the thing about Milo's pedophilia jokes. They were all directed inward because he was a victim of pedophilia. It wasn't like I want to. He wasn't saying I want to, torture young children. He was a victim, and he was saying things like, "Hey, what I had to do to that adult when I was 13 wasn't so bad. It gave me skills." He was molested, so there's a far cry between him saying, "Hey, being molested was fun for me," and then someone else saying, "I want to molest children." I mean that. Do you see the difference between that? You understand? Now, when that all came out about Milo, I gave him hell about it. Yeah, I actually said to him, "Boy, that was a big mistake. You were doing so great, and you gave them, this weapon to hurt you with." And I walked away from Milo. I was a fan of his during the election. I really liked him as an entertainer. I thought he was a lot of fun. He really took all of that to heart. He took it all to heart. Uh, is it different but still wrong? Yeah, it's still wrong, but it is different substantially in terms of, you know, um, being a predator. One was a predator, one was a victim. I don't find it the same. I don't find it to be the same. At the same time, I don't think jokes about pedophilia are funny, and so I never laughed when he said that. I was disgusted when I heard what he had to say about it, but it was all an excuse for what he'd been through. So at some point, I just kind of went, well, all right, look, forgive you. Um, what do you guys think of that? Yeah, Milo's gay, of course. Um, Biffy Tannen says, EVS, I don't think these people are being genuine when they ask you 1,000 times about Milo, etc. Well, I have an answer for them, so it's not like a big stumper question. It's not like I feel stumped by that question. Uh, you know, um, it's so different. It's so incredibly different. Asking me, hey, don't you think that it was equally as wrong for you to get in trouble for your one Nazi joke? And by the way, it wasn't even whatever. But don't you think it's wrong that you got in trouble for your Nazi joke? And then don't you also think it's wrong that he's gotten in trouble for his 28,000 pedophile jokes? The answer is no. It was wrong. It was wrong when I got in trouble for my Nazi joke because that was stupid. I mean, I didn't do anything wrong. I did zero things wrong. It was an excuse for SJWs to call me names, to call me alt-right, to call me a Nazi, to make people think that I was sick or evil or wrong. I didn't do anything wrong, and I stand by my sketchbook, which I still think is funny. And also pointed. It was actually a funny and pointed joke. I don't think that the day will come when I will see James Gunn's tweets as anything other than what they are, making light of pure the victimization, that absolutely normalizing pure evil, something that goes on every day to this day, and especially in Hollywood where it runs rampant. I just don't think it's excusable. So no, it was wrong when I got in trouble for a joke I made, and it was okay when James Gunn got in trouble for a joke he made. Two completely different things. Luciana, thanks for $4.99. Hankel, I hope you're doing well today. You should do a meet and greet one day. I think that would be cool. I've done meet and greets my whole life. Yeah, I'll do them next year. Here's the thing: I gotta wait till Ava gets old enough to travel. And also, I've got to make sure that my family is safe at the same time. I don't trust SJWs. I think they're dangerous. We've had our lives threatened over and over and over and over again. Putting yourself out there as a public figure when your life has been threatened, when everyone knows who you are and you don't know the intention of who's coming up to meet you, is a terrifying thing. It is a scary thing. Uh, it's something that I've had to put up with and endure for the last year and a half of my career. Um, and nobody cares. These SJWs don't care. They care when Tom King gets his life threatened. Nobody cares about the persistent threats that I receive. They don't care. But it's interesting. It's interesting to see the same stuff happen to the left now that's been happening to the right for the past year and a half, and their reaction to it. They're like, oh my God, this is awful. Well, I mean, I guess we're dehumanized to you because we voted for Trump. Nobody cares. You don't care that, like, you guys are threatening us all the time. You don't care. I guess not. Christopher Burkhill, thanks for 14.99. I've still yet to experience snow. I've been to Germany and seen snow in the distance on the top of Alps. I was in Arkansas during Christmas about 4 years ago, and the motherfucker snowed after I left. Wow, I can't believe you've never been around snow. That's amazing. James Jordan the third. It's something you should do. You should go skiing and just enjoy yourself. James Jordan the third. Thanks for $5, brother Ethan. Thank you for inspiring me to get focused and write my own story. Keep up the good fight. Yeah, right. Write your own stuff. That's important. That is important. Um, oh yeah, I know. I think there's so many good people that I don't think I'd have a problem getting support, getting a bodyguard if I did decide to make a public appearance anywhere, and that's the way it is. Um, you guys are really good. I mean, my fans are good to me. I've had like big dudes, like former Marines and stuff, say nobody's gonna touch your family, when we're around, and it's like, yeah, that's awesome. It's so good to have like good fans. They become friends pretty quickly. Chili Peen says, I listen to EVS talk lately than anyone else this summer. In person online podcast. Just listen to me talk. I've talked more. I'm telling Andrea. Uh, it's like I wish I could do this full time. I really wish I could just afford to be like a full time YouTuber, and eventually maybe I will. I mean, I guess I never will. I always have to draw. I always have to draw. But I would love to just do talk radio, and just talk about things all day long. It'd be great. I admire these people that are full time YouTubers. I know like people don't respect it. Oh, he's just a YouTuber. This is the most fun thing in the world. I don't know why everybody isn't a full time YouTuber. If they could be, you know. Elbow says keep drawing. I will. I have too many stories that I want to tell, but it's like, I'm just brimming. I'm buzzing with creative energy all the time. I want to draw. I want to write songs. I want to play music. I want to make videos. I want to make movies. I want to animate things. I want to make a video game one day. All of this stuff. Like there's just so much that I want to do. Drawing comics is up there, but it's like 20% of my energy. You know, I don't think people understand that. It's like drawing comics is just what I've done, to pay the bills, but it's not. It's not everything. Uh, my mom said, and I know my mom. It's like your mom says. My mom said you're good at everything. You'd succeed at anything, at everything. And I believed her when she said that. That's something. I mean, when you're a parent, to be able to instill that kind of confidence in your child, my mom's saying you're good at everything and you would succeed at anything, and me hearing that and believing that, you know what I mean? Except math, yeah, except for science and stuff and athletics, but like anything creative, anything in the arts, tell your kids that. Uh, Tell your kids that. Tell your kids if you have any. Encourage them like that. Make them believe in themselves. Except fitting in a large. Yeah, I can't fit in a large. Can't do it. G Gamester says EVS break out the PS4. I still got to go buy a computer. I go back and forth with this. Like, you know, uh, first of all, like, you know, I don't want to spend any money. I got really, really cheap, like when I became independent and self-employed. I'll buy this stuff because this stuff is fine. My YouTube channel pays for it all, so it's just fine. But I got really cheap, and so I was thinking about going out and buying a new laptop because my laptop kind of sucks. And Andrea's like, let's go get your new laptop, let's go. And I was like, now I'm like afraid. I'm like, it's gonna cost $2,000 to get a laptop. She's like, yeah, but you need it, don't you? And I'm like, I don't know if I need it. What do I need it for? Like, am I going to become like a super techie YouTuber? That's like not who I am. Like, I watched Jeremy the Quartering. I watch his YouTube channel, and he's able to make better videos than me with what he's got. But I like my videos the way they are. I like my videos just kind of I turn on the camera, I point them at something, and I talk. I like that. I want this to just be one step better than talk radio. You know, yeah. Do I want to spend $2,000? Yeah, but Greatest Shamer is saying, Ethan, I'm really cheap. How many iPads, motherfucker? Four. I have four iPads, but I bought them like before I became cheap, when I was still working for DC Comics, and it was just like, the money's just gonna come in all the time. I'm self-employed. I have to, count on my comics. I have to count on my YouTube. I count on T-shirt sales. I count on all this stuff to like just keep money coming in, and it's like I have to be careful. I have to watch it. I have to watch it. I don't want to go back to DC. I don't want to work for DC ever again if I don't have to. But that just means being careful with money. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to buy one or not. And then at the same time, I have a PS4 upstairs. I do have a PS4. And I could hook it up down here and play it probably with you guys. I don't know. Yeah, hey, that's Devin Graham. Thank you. He says, honestly, no complaints, Ethan. Your videos are fine as is. I know, look, I just have the camera pointed at these two stupid Legos, but it's just about talking. It's just about talking. I honestly believe, because I feel this way, I don't want people to be sitting down and just watching my videos. You can if you want to. There's stuff to look at. You can see my hands. But for the most part, I want you to just listen. I want to be talk radio. Go do something else. Go build something. Go do housework. Do your taxes, whatever it is. Just have me on in the background. Like, that's ideally what I want to be. I just want to be a talk radio host. Justin Ward, thanks for Canadian $5. All due respect, do you hear yourself? How is that any different? Normalized Nazi evil versus normalized pedo evil. Come on, man, be realistic. It's a SJW attack. Well, I don't believe that there is any comparison between making fun of, or not even making fun of, but making reference to a historical event in the past, and then normalizing. And I'm not normalizing it by any means. I don't think naming your sketchbook My Struggle is normalizing Nazism at all. If anything, it's acknowledging that Sinestro, who was a bad guy, is just as bad as a Nazi. He's a terrifying villain. It also makes reference to the fact that being a Republican in comics means being called Nazi evil all the time. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, when I realized that I was a Republican, it wasn't really a choice I made. I didn't make a choice. I just realized that's how I felt, and that's how I always felt. It was a little bit like coming out. It's like being gay. It's like, that's just what you are. I am a Republican. When I hear left-wing ideas, I'm repelled by them. So I can't help that. Like, there's nothing that can change that. That's just who I am, and that's who most, I think, Republicans tend to be. Some can change, but I can't. And so right away, I started hearing people call me a Nazi. Right away. Before I even did anything, it was just, he's a Republican, he voted for Bush, he's a Nazi. Back in 2007, that just wasn't the same thing that it is now. It was meant, it wasn't dangerous, it wasn't filled with hate and venom. It was kind of more like, how do you say it? Was it friendly? It wasn't even friendly. It was not a big deal. We knew that they were kidding. We knew that they weren't serious. We knew that it was just one of these things. And so calling my sketchbook My Struggle, kind of self-effacingly referencing the fact that people aren't very nice to me in this business. People aren't very kind to me in comics because of who I am and what I believe. And then also the fact that the sketchbook itself contained work from my very beginning until the point that I was in 2007 working on Sinestro Corps War. It was my struggle to be a comic book artist. So it was a three-way joke that I thought was pretty clever, and I still do think it's clever. Do I think it normalizes Nazi evil? Hell no. How stupid is that? It's ridiculous. Of course not. And I would challenge you to find more cases of me, making incessant Nazi jokes. It's just not what I do. It's not what I did. I did it once, and then people, stretch to make it worse. Normalizing pedophilia is something that happens every day. To make that funny, to make that kind of, it's. I mean, it's almost worse than murder. It's stealing someone's soul at a very young age. Uh, yeah. Justin, I'm not sure exactly if I'm following what you're saying. I'm looking at you, and I can't tell if you're on my side or not. But anyway, that's how I feel. Jake Foley, thanks for $10. Buying a console will be cheaper up front. However, a custom PC is the financially smarter investment in the long run. For what you're looking to do, you'd be fine with either. Hmm. I'll wait. I'll wait. Uh, I gotta see how much. Xavier, thanks for $2. Why don't you ever want to go back to DC ever again? Because I've tasted freedom. Look, I mean, DC's tough. There's some great things about it. They treated us really well. I like it. I'm still receiving amazing amounts of money in royalties from DC, um, and they're cool. Um, you have to draw their stuff. You have to draw their stuff, and it's hard to stay in a position where you are creatively autonomous. Most of the time you're just an artist who gets handed a script and gets told to draw it. You didn't come up with any of the ideas. When I was working with Jeff Johns, it was marvelous because I was contributing ideas, I was creating characters. At the last couple of years at DC, were really just kind of a struggle. It was just a struggle to stay interested, to draw Hal Jordan one more time. I just, it's like you get tired and you realize why these guys retire. Why did they retire? Well, they're done. They're done. So you spend 20 years creating a lot of things that you don't own. And by the time you're at their mercy, I mean, they can just stop giving you work. And when they do, what do you have? What do you have to show for it? I'd rather draw Rainbow Brute. I'd rather draw Cyberfrog. I'd rather draw anything of my own and own it. That's the second. I mean, that really is going to be the second half of my life. So if you see me going back to DC, it's because I failed. You know what I mean? Like I tried to go out on my own and I failed. So far, I'm not failing. And the other thing is, there's not a lot of money in it. Really, not the same amount of money. I mean, I'll tell you right out front. It's like, my YouTube channel is paying exactly what my DC rate was right now. So my YouTube channel has replaced my DC salary. That's something. That's like, so if I just, keep doing this and be a talk show host, I can, do whatever comics I want to do. I can do whatever comics I want to do. Silva Luca, thanks for $2. I draw comics while I listen to your vids. That is awesome. Yeah, that is really cool. Um, I'm way behind. I gotta scroll forward a lot here. Matt Horkin, thanks for $2. Gunn probably doesn't think he's normalizing pedophilia. Do you think like I'm normalizing Nazism? It's like he is. I mean, he was at least. I don't know. Barracuda says it isn't about money for me. I want your soul. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, wouldn't you rather write and draw Rainbow Brute than write and draw Green Lantern? There's infinite creative possibilities. Nobody can stop you. Nobody can tell you no. You don't have to ask permission for anything. And by the way, rather than receiving about 3% of the profits, you receive 100% of the profits. And Rainbow Brute is going to make money. I have listened to a little Owen Benjamin. Yeah, I thought he was pretty funny. I haven't listened to very much of him, though. I mean, SJWs talk about comics. They talk about working at the big two like it's. First of all, you should work for the big two. It's like you should get up to the big two. You should work for the big two. Put your time in. Get known. Make a name for yourself. But after that, yeah, I mean, it's time to pick up some endorsement deals and actually do something of your own. Owen Benjamin is going off on perverts right now. People Circus says, I have a new Rainbow Brute painting for you. Show you later. Oh, I can't wait. I really love your artwork, People Circus. I really, really do. It's great. What's Andrea's best dish that she cooks? Everything she makes is great. What do I like best that she does? Oh my god, her steaks are unreal. Her steaks are unreal. No, it's me. It's my. If the Legos are shaking, it's because my elbows are up on the table. Carl's Amateur Hour says, "Do you ever write scripts for your videos, or are they all off the cuff?" They're entirely off the cuff. What I will do sometimes, if you want the truth, is I'll do an initial run through. Like when you see one of my videos making fun of an article, I've read through it once already, and the first time I read through it, it wasn't funny. And there are no jokes in it, and then I know what's there, and I kind of will try to make jokes, and then I'll do a second run through, and the second run through is what you guys see. That's when I kind of know what's coming, and I can make a joke real quick. How do I like steaks cooked? Medium rare. Alexander L says, "You aren't the kind of Christian that lets religion get in the way of what they watch or do, are you?" No, I'll watch anything. Was the table shaking? Oh, yeah, I see him. I see I see her vibrating. But you know what it is? Like this is the legs are wrong. Like, look, the legs are not on the same plane. So she's always rocking. The slightest movement, this thing rocks. I put it together wrong. Yeah. You mean you already know about Kevin Berwick's trolling? No. No, no, no. Those are the times, because my initial reaction is always the best. There have been 2 times that I've known about B. Alan Orange trolling me. Somebody warned me about it. And I went, all right, I'm going to do the fucking video. And one of them I ended up just doing live. And I just said, I already know. He already trolled me. Let's just run through this to make him happy. Cosmonaut Cowboy, thanks for $5. Do you anticipate any reaction from Hallmark when Rainbow Brute invariably sells more than their official Rainbow Bright licensed comic? Yeah, because I don't know if I'm gonna. No, I don't anticipate any reaction from Hallmark. Hallmark is not going to care how Rainbow Bright sells, because Hallmark already has their licensing fee intact. Like, they've received, basically, Nick Barucci over at Dynamite had to pay them a certain amount of money in advance of what he anticipates making in terms of profits for his Rainbow Bright comic. Hallmark already has their money, in other words. They don't really care. Now, Nick Barucci and Dynamite Comics might say something to me when they see how Rainbow Brute is selling, but that's because Nick Barucci's my friend. And it will be funny. I'll say, see, you should have hired me to do it. But he couldn't. Like, there's no way they would have. I would have totally changed Rainbow Bright. I would have totally changed it, and they couldn't do it. They couldn't hire me. So I'm just gonna do it my way. It's like when Alan Moore wanted to do Superman comics, but he didn't want to work for DC, and so he just did. He went to do Supreme for Rob Liefeld, and Supreme was nothing but a Superman ripoff. So Alan Moore got to tell all of his Superman stories using Supreme. Well, I'll tell all my Rainbow Bright stories using Rainbow Brute. Same thing. More Awesome Metal, thanks for €5. How's your Clone Wars watching doing? Will you review the episodes? Don't forget to also watch the 2003 CW miniseries. It's for free on YouTube. I haven't even started it yet. I've been up drawing. I will watch the first one today, though. I'm gonna get off pretty soon here. Justin Ward, thanks for $5. Hey, thanks. That's fair. Not normalized, but ultimately a joke is a joke. Just like you don't want to be called a Nazi, Gunn doesn't want to be called a pedo. Both are SJW. Let me think. Yeah, a joke is a joke, is it? I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. Again, is somebody who constantly makes anti-Semitic jokes, constantly makes fun of Jews, constantly, and you say, "Hey, you're kind of anti-Semitic. You seem like an anti-Semite to me." Is it fair for him to go, "I don't want to be called an anti-Semite"? You know what I mean? Now, the Nazi thing, look, it wasn't even really. It's not even me saying I'm a Nazi. There's no comparison. There's absolutely no comparison at all. Zaire, thanks for $2. What about Rainbow Blight or Kite or Flute? Uh, I might. I'm. I don't know. We'll see. I might just find a new name for it entirely. Jokes are jokes, but I mean, if you want to go around telling racist jokes all the time, Don't be surprised when people call you racist, because most people who are not racist, most people who are not pedophiles, are extremely uncomfortable telling pedophile jokes. And it's not like this guy was a stand-up comic. He keeps talking about, I'm fighting for the rights of comic. Well, what are you, a stand-up comic? Are you out there cutting comedy albums? What do you mean? What do you mean? So, you know, yeah. Anyway, Justin Ward, Sketch Therapy calls you John Campia. I don't know if you are John Campia. I wouldn't think that you're John Campia. Um, yeah. Oh, was he a stand-up comic at the time? Is that true? Well, inform me about that. I would like to know. EVS, don't buy meat lovers when you get off. I'm not. I'm not gonna eat any pizza. I'm gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna eat. Drunken Atheist Studio, thanks for $5. Have you seen Toxic Avenger 4 featuring James Gunn and Stan Lee? A lot of that same type of humor, very tasteless, good movie though. LOL. I saw Toxic Avenger 1, and I saw it as a kid, and I was just like, there's a lot of just. It's not something I could stomach now. It's just mean spirited. It's like mean spirited humor. Like you're gonna run over kids' heads like a paperboy. I remember that. I remember a lot of rape. It's just, I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of like mental illness in those movies, honestly. Anyway, guys, great talking to you. Wow, we kept the same number of people here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, would you please? Could definitely use you in this community, and care about you all. Thank you very much for hanging out, watching me build that stupid Chewbacca Lego. That absolutely sucked out loud. I'm glad that's behind me now. Oh my God. Yeah. I didn't know Toxic Avenger had a fourth movie. No, I saw the first one. I might have seen the second one if it was in the 80s. Because I saw Toxic Avenger in the 1980s as a kid. All right, guys. Tonight, Jeremy, Geeks and Gamers, is going to host High Council. I hope to see you then. Do you want me to sing the Butter song? All right, we'll do the Butter song. That's tradition. Look at this mess. Andrew's like, why do you play the same songs every day? I'm like, I don't know. Why did Mr. Rogers play the same song every day? When you are asleep, that's when I creep and I lick all the butter in your fridge. When you are not awake, I unwrap your Lando Lake and I lick all the butter off your mom. The butter in your fridge. The butter in your fridge. So have some parquet, it contains my DNA from when I licked all the butter in your fridge. And have a pat, a bloop on it, I practically spat upon it when I licked all the butter in your fridge. We're talking away. Thanks, everyone. See you tonight on the High Council. Bye.